Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Marmoris Esports, where we have another amazing match for you available today for the first week of the Rainbow Open season coming up on deck. Of course, you see on the screen here, we do have Marmoris, Siren, and going against the Tokki pilots.
Hello everyone, welcome in, and yes, please make yourself comfortable. This is gonna be just a fun, just exciting tournament coming up soon against some teams that I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. I can't wait to see how they're gonna show out between Marmoris Esports, Siren, and Tokki Pilots. And welcome, hello, my name is Glitch JH, and I'm also joined by Monty. And tell us what we're doing here today, Monty.
We are going to be spectating a first to three Swiss tournament, a series. Very, very exciting. Of course, this is a tournament that is going towards charity. Of course, it is going towards a very reputable LGBTQ charity, of course, known as the Attic Youth Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, of course, and they support LGBTQ as well. And it's a very safe and supportive environment that they take donations now. So of course, if you want to be part of that and donate to that, you can always do OK2, oh my goodness, OK2BU in the chat for more information about that too.
And the B is just B and U is just U, so that's OK2BU. So
OK2BU.
So it's right there. It's in the stream title. Go ahead and donate if you want to. But I think you're doing just enough by just watching. But it'll be great. It'll be awesome if you could donate. I hope it's reached that donation goal so we can help kids and other people like that around the world. At least just a little bit more. But enough of the promotion. I guess you could say. Because they got that, but I'm ready to see some Overwatch play. I'm ready to see how the people of Beyond can just go above and beyond and show us what they can do inside on the sticks. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, it's gonna be such a great time, right? We have two amazing teams. I believe Tokki Pilots are average, I want to say plat 4, plat 3, and the Sirens are average diamond 1 or 2. Let me just double check real fast. And yes, they are basically diamond 3 actually. I'm sorry, Marmoris Esports. My fault. Okay. So we have some pretty evenly matched games going on here today, pretty evenly matched teams as well. So our players are getting ready as we see here. But in the meantime, what could we possibly be seeing here? Well, anything could really go, honestly. We see funnily enough, we have two Laylas on both teams who are both playing support. It's gonna be a time. They are already twinning as far as I'm aware.
Right, and if my notes have done me well, the Layla right now is, I don't want to say ringer because that's unprofessional. I want to say a temporary team member of Marmoris Esports, Siren, and I can't wait to see what she does. Maybe she'll get a team offer, but who knows? You never know. But I honestly just want to see some great Overwatch players coming in so far.
No, absolutely, and you can already see that we're starting off on control. Of course, Nepal is gonna be our first place to go to, and for good and obvious choice. I think it provides a lot of open space versus, for example, Lijiang Tower, where a lot of the areas are really, really super enclosed. At least with the openness of Nepal and the stages or the maps associated with Nepal, you have so many opportunities to just kind of go around, flank, go forward, retreat really easily, and
right.
Hopefully we can be seeing that between both players, as we see, of course, both Laylas in the chat. Good luck how you're playing each other.
I probably would have spent this whole entire rest of the stream dying laughing if both Laylas went Mercy or both Laylas went Lucia, but nonetheless, here we are, and we just see them jockeying for the position. Both teams so far and so good. As point unlocks in about 7 seconds, give or take.
Yeah, absolutely. We already see that the Tokki Pilots are already on point, pretty much defending it as much as possible. You see Zui on Sigma, and I love this choice as well because you're kind of going to be negating a lot of the projectile-based characters or like the DPS characters, just like Tracer, who's already down on the side of Marmoris Sirens. Keto down, Legend Pro having to be the only defender over here for the DPS side, but Bap can always pull it through, but in the end, we do push Tokki off point enough to capture the point in favor of Marmoris.
The Tokki's just right back and getting some more Ultras. I'm sorry, can't even talk. Getting more of that match progression. Slow down. Match progression on the way, and Tokki Pilots are now in the forefront of this match so far.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a really good way to take back control of the point of the control point, funnily enough, right? And that's the whole point. You see, of course, Keto pinging the on the side, who is a little bit out of field and has to be a little more behind cover. As you see, of course, their tank coming in with the aggression, blocked off by the Maywa, and you get blocked for your efforts. Let the pro gone for the count.
Zoe just was able to get one, and that opened up the door for Tokki Palace to just come on in and do some more damage as point progression is slowly but surely shooting their way up already to 50% and just counting.
Absolutely, 50% already on the clock. Yeah. Zooey, girl, I don't know where you're going with that suck, but it's okay. It's okay. I see you. Oh. And there goes Stargaze. She's gone. Down for the count. Goodbye. Legend Pro coming in with the clutch. And now can we see the push? Yes, we absolutely can. Love the switch to Winston by Rock on the other's hand, though.
Ooh, Layla with the sound barrier. This would be huge for Sirens to just come in, but Sci-Fi Siren's going down, and Zoe's able to get the elimination onto Siren, and it's just an all-out melee going on between both teams right now. As point progression is still going off of Tokki, and it's still going up to 80%. And here comes Zoe goes down. That's the only person left until Siren's able to take back progression on the point.
And done so beautifully as well. Although, you know, I think the biggest factor was taking out one of the DPSs very quickly, right? I believe it was Stargaze at first. And of course, on the back end of that, you see Lexapro with the Dragon Strike able to clear out a beautiful space in the very middle, forcing Tokki off the point. Now, what can we see here now? What Tokki has to do is hopefully take back point. We do have a May Blizzard up on deck, and on the back end, closest enough is of course a Valk on Layla's side for the Tokki Pilots. Now here we go, pushing in from the center side. They have to find a way to come together, and unfortunately here comes Rook coming in with the Winston, and immediately slapped, but thankfully saved by the Bell for a little longer.
Oh, DPS is coming in clutch. Is able to get 2 picks, and that's able to send Tokki Pilots over there packing. And they want to send some more stuff with them home, and they just want to keep on going and go all the way to the spawn. It looks like they're going back to point, but they could have if they wanted to. And my goodness, it looked like it.
They really could have gone to spawn, and the urge to want to overtake spawn and just spawn camp for the rest of the game really hits hard. But I'm really glad that they have that self-control to pull it back, regroup, get back on point, and be comfortable with that, with the fact that we are almost lapping them in percentage here, 81 to 84 as we stick the pulse bomb.
Oh!
3 at a time. Peter catching 2 support teams. A 4 hit. Can we get the tank? Can we get the tank? And we do.
No, Keto's not able to get the tank, but he is able to seal this map win and take them right on to the round 2. It looks like, and ooh, I would have been eating my words if they were able to contest the point.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Unfortunately, May Blizzard wasn't able to be used at all from the side of Tokki Pilots. That could have been a really big game changer, especially with the fact that you did see the Sirens go back to point, regroup, stay together mostly, and it would have been a great opportunity to use that May ult to just freeze everyone in place, boom, retake point, maybe pop a Valk if anything were to go sour, and then it would have been a really good way to contest a point. But thankfully, the Sirens, I mean, Keto popping off with the triple kill pulse bomb.
It really helped that Tokki Palace were just in the clump, and that made the effectiveness of the pulse bomb even greater. Because I'm not too sure who it got stuck on, but whoever got stuck on may have died along with 2 other people. So that just made it even better, in my opinion.
No, exactly, and that's what Tracer loves to do, right? But regardless, we're going straight into it. Keto gonna be repping the Ashe rather than the Tracer this time, but Lexapro gonna be sticking with the Hanzo, and for good choice as well. You have great hash mode capability, you have great movement, and you're literally Hanzo. You're right on a nice point with a nice amount of sight line as well.
Ooh, and Ruck's just going in, trying to get Layla down, but it's not gonna happen. As Zoe's able to protect it, and Stargaze is getting one too. And Tokki Pilots is pushing on and trying to push the advantage and get Marmoris out of the way so they can get onto site.
Yeah, and there we go. You're seeing the Tokki Pilots already take the first part of point. You see Layla over here rezzing her teammate Stargaze, and unfortunately, with the fall of both Ruck and Keto, it was kind of the biggest factor there. Your tank is gone and your DPS is also missing. Now you just have, you know, Hanzo, who can only do so much by himself, versus a defenseless Mercy and an Ana.
Oh my! Zoe just wants to push the advantage just a little bit more, trying to get Sapphire Siren down, but she gets slept for her troubles, and this could be huge for Tokki Pilots in a very, very bad way. And Zoe goes down.
Yeah, Zoe goes down. The overextension was kind of crazy. You see the rest of the team really pulling back, and I think she definitely got really tunnel vision to that Ana. But thankfully, you have the rest of the team there. They're falling back as they should, and that allows Sirens to take the control point once more. Very similar to how we saw on map 1, where they pushed the Tokki Pilots so far back there it would take back point relatively unscathed as well.
Right, but the only difference between this match, this part, compared to the other part, was that Tokki had a lot more percentage going up, whereas in this part they don't. So I wonder how that will affect this match going forward.
It might be the end all be all. They can't take point within the next 20%. You know. Seconds going on. Bob is out, and Bob is out for the count. I mean, I'm a little commentator lie, I'm sorry, but Bob is gone for the count. We get the res off from Layla, and then Annihilation has to be used to defend this spawn point right here. And you're seeing another repeat of a tank overextending, but it's Winston using the Primal to save himself for a little bit longer, as we see Zui back in the forefront. There is a Moira on the back end as well. It's going crazy out here, but thankfully we're able to see Ruck come back to the surface, back to their team, and continue on.
And the fights just keep on going on. There is no decided winner as of yet, and this works incredibly for Marmoris Esports, as they're able to just keep on getting picks and more picks. And Layla for Mercy, on the Mercy side got 2. What is happening right now? Wait a minute.
I'm about to say, I saw Layla on Layla violence in the top right corner. Like, no, not the Mercy violence in my lobby.
Oh, not Layla talking trash. Oh, not like this, man. Nah.
And not like this either. It's 8% on the clock. What, we have one final push. We only have 2 ults on their disposal for the side of Tokki. We are going into Blizzard and the Bob on the back end. So what can we see? We guys have the supports. Oh, we see a cap. It's my fault.
Anti does come in, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Not too much. But Keto is able to get Stargaze. This would be huge. But Stargaze was able to get the Bob to go out. He's sleeping now though.
Yeah, and Keto taking care of Layla on the back end as well. I've been loving Keto's play lately, as well as Lexapro. Lexapro has great survivability, I would love to say. You know, but in times where there's Bob. Bob is down, and Nevermore forced to use Icicle.
So much pressure. There's so much pressure.
Use Blizzard. Yes, has to use Blizzard, and I don't think it hit anybody. Narrowly missing. Oh, just got Bob and Lexapro, but there's no one to deal with him in the first place.
And the only one left is just Casey Honeycrisp, but that's gonna last long, as Layla is able to just come back with their own messy kill. And here we see Simon with the I don't want to say easy win, but a very reminiscent comeback win, as we saw from map 1 from part 1 to part 2.
Absolutely. Ooh, love the Tracer Vapor Wave.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
It's just such a good highlight. Oh, here it is, a play-by-play of what happened. First-person perspective. Didn't get stuck on anyone. I think it literally just hit right in the middle of that trio there and just annihilated everyone. Got the last kill. Got the last laugh there for Keto, right? So, regardless how this map went, you know, we did see Tokki take the lead both times, but unfortunately fell back too far. We had overheating tanks get, you know, picked off so easily. We had support beats picked off at the same time. Lots of little factors that really hinder them in maintaining that control point.
Right, and they're just little things that just added up to a big avalanche of a snowball. Just slight mispositioning, slight just capitalization on the side of Sirens, just going off of Tokki Pilot's mistakes. I don't think there was anything glaringly bad that Tokki Pilot did. I just think that Sirens were the best team on that map.
Absolutely, completely 100% agree with you. I mean, there were moments where they were the superior team at the moment, right? But unfortunately, again, little things, little hiccups that we all make, from bronze to GM. We all make that. Not 500 though. They're fine.
Right.
you know, same mistakes, same mistakes.
Right, and again, I want to emphasize that this is all just for fun, and I'm not gonna be too critical because if I was on the sticks, man, I probably do a little something. I probably do a keto just there, but I probably wouldn't have died at the end.
If I was on the six, personally, I would win the Mercy 1v1, but that's just
Me
me,
personally
though.
too.
No, I win the Ana 1v1s. It's over. Oh, I love
Right.
playing Ana. Love playing support, but regardless, moving into next map, it sounds like we're going over to Midtown from what the teams are discussing in the chat
Right.
right now. Midtown, you know, being the other choice between, I believe, I want to say Eichenwald and oof, just Hollywood. I was gonna say Midtown again, please. It's 10 o'clock. But of course, the other choice being Hollywood. Now Midtown, I feel like can go either way. A lot of players hate it. I love it.
I personally like it. The first checkpoint is a pain to get through, but other than that, the rest of the map's a lot of fun. Like for either the attacking or defending side for the first point. I personally like Midtown.
Yeah, I love
it.
Midtown. I think it's really, I've done so much Mercy parkour on it, to be fair, so I just have fun with it regardless. But my favorite part is when I get to defend. I think attacking is so difficult because right from spawn there's a choke point. Like like there's no straightforward to like the objective. It's like, oh, you leave, boom, the corner where there's high ground, there's Ash and Widow and Hanzo attacking you. There's Tor probably. You got the low ground where you got, you know, your tank, you got usually Sigma, Zarya, Orisa, even Ryan, like, and you're overwhelmed. There's a hallway right next to you, there's someone in the building. It gets stressful.
Especially when you throw in like a big, wide area ultimate like Annihilation, Blizzard, give it a Minefield
Yes.
to a lesser extent. Midtown's a very, very small map when you really like want to think about it. However, since we're past that, I think fast compositions work best on Midtown. Tracer, Hammond, again, Genji, basically dive.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Basically dive, but I don't know. I haven't seen too much pro play on this map, so I'm just gonna stop talking about this map like I know what I'm talking. Like I know what I'm talking about.
No, we gotta be more confident. We know what we're talking about. We have over too many hours in this game. Too many hours in this game to say we don't know what we're talking about. We're casters, Glitch. We're casters. We have to know what we're talking about. If not us, then who?
The people on Twitter who know more than the developers who made the games.
Loki, Blizzard, Indie Company. Don't forget this. No, but all seriousness, I completely agree with you. I think dive is one of the best comps because you just completely bypass the hurdle that poke and brawl comps have to go through in that little corner you see there. Personally, I love to play, you know, onto anything, but Ana, Mercy, and Kiriko into this. But on defense, I'll go Zen just because I can really stay far back. You have all that space to maintain distance, to poke, to brawl, whatever. Oh, jump scare.
No,
But yeah.
Don't do that again, please.
Yeah, no, that was scary. I saw inside Bap's head and I got jump scared.
Yeah, no, but here we see a little bit of similarity. Baptiste coming in, and honestly, that was the only similarity. Both teams are looking at Baptiste.
No, absolutely. Oh, I do like the current comps. It could change at any time, but so far I'm really digging the comp on the defense side. Sigma for those long range game plans. You have the poke with the projectile. You have the rock to force this brawl comp that we're forcing here with the Mei and the Ramatra. That's an easy wall combo we can get going with the wall into Nemesis form. And oh, we run it. Zoe's going.
Speaking of fast, oh my.
Oh!
Speaking of fast, Siren just went down quick, fast, in a hurry, and go right back to spawn, as well as Layla. And I think both Baptistes are down, and this is going to go down to a battle of attrition between these two teams. And it looks like Tokki is just losing this fight.
Yeah, it was looking so solid, like Zoe rushing in, team behind her, and then and you know, boom, gone. Don't know what happened. I think it was on a matter of Lexapro maintained that long distance range I was talking about, and just securing nice kills from a really nice far distance. Now, of course, Keto having the same game plan, but going more for the high ground, which I love.
Right, and Keto's putting on so much pressure onto Tokki Palace. I almost feel bad for them.
Almost, right? Like, if it was me, I would start crying, personally.
but this is the joy of the game. They have to be able to figure out what to do and how to do it, and it looks like it's another back to the drawing board for Tokki pilots.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I think that this comp they have going here, where you have a lot of long-range characters, are proving to be working so spectacularly. Love that Sigma wall right against that Ram shield. It is going so well for the Sirens right here, right? So, again, these little picks, no one's going for the high ground where Keto is dominating. No one's going for the back line where you see Layla and Sapphire really help the team out. And there's a Dragon Strike already. 2 picks gone and dusted. Basically, 2 DPS is gone. You know, that could be either or.
Right, and Lexapro again is putting, as well as Keto, but both DPSs for the side of Siren is putting on so much pressure for Tokki Valors to just try to outmaneuver. But since you try to outmaneuver, Rug is there. With the graffiti flexor about to lift you up, man. It's just hard, man. But again, this is what I was talking about the first checkpoint. This is complete complete catastrophe.
Yeah, and look, the sleep is huge. Love the immortality field, but good looking on Lexapro to erase it as soon as possible. And that is a team kill, I believe. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see Bob taking out the rest, while Graphitic Flux takes out half health of the Tokki pilots of their team.
Right.
They had to reset.
Right, and I didn't see the nice words of team kill coming up, but that was the team kill. We don't need the obvious we don't need the obvious announcer to say it. And again, here comes Zoe, and we got to believe that they're able to try something new. But when you suffer early picks, again, it's hard. With 1 minute left on the clock, you got to be able to just reset and go back to spawn.
Absolutely, and unfortunately, Keto and Lexapro sending them to spawn. One-way ticket immediately. Once again, all 5 members have to go back to team. Do you see them going for the off and go through that corridor, that hallway, in the far left building as well? So I love the approach we were going for, but unfortunately, we have a lot of ults popping up in favor for the Tokki pilots. But I love Dragon Strike. Takes care of one support. Annihilation up and dust. Another sleep. This is Ana. Siren on Ana is going off, popping off.
And Annihilation was used. Blizzard was used. Oh no, Blizzard was just used, and now Tokki Palace only has 3 ultimates and 10 seconds left to A, use them, and B, make a presence on the point. And the only one who's thinking about making presence is Casey Honeycrisp, but she goes down. And next person after that Stargaze with the Deadeye, but she goes down. And now the only person left is Zoe on Hammond, but she goes down. But all of these done by the DPS, everyone just falls down. Oh man, no.
There goes Marmoris on the Junkrat. They go down as well, and that is I slipped. I'm sorry. And that is game round 1 in favor of Sirens, defending the point for the entire 3-minute duration of that opportunity. And beautiful stuff as well, shutting down every single approach that the Tokki pirates, the Tokki pilots were trying to attempt. They tried a really fast-paced brawl comp. They tried to do a Maywall into Ram, pummel. They tried Annihilation. They tried everything. Shut down every time.
I just think that the real like Achilles heel, I don't want to say Achilles heel because that's like a weakness. The biggest mistake that they made was that the ultimate was just used at the wrong time and it wasn't used in teamwork. So when Annihilation was used, it was kind of in a rush. It was just say, okay, let's just use this ult. But no, by that time, here comes Lexapro with the Dragon Strike, and that's not anyone's on Tokki Palace's fault. It's just what happened. It's unfortunate, really.
Exactly. It's really unfortunate, right? So now we just see the same game plan in the favor of the Tokki pilots, right? Mm-hmm. What can happen here? A tie, basically. A tie can only happen, and that is ideally if in the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds, give or take, they defend this point the same way that their opponent has. That's the only way they can do this. But really, when you have this kind of advantage, you know, most people will just go Sombra or Symmetra and go straight to point and really force them to go to the back line. But We ain't playing nasty like we do on online comp today.
You know, this is coordinated play. This is not like competitive Overwatch, but we have to see what Simon will do to try to get them off the point. The only thing that Simon needs to do is just wait for Lexapro to get another pick. This time I think Nevermore, and more picks are just coming in and coming in.
Oh, this might be it. Yeah, Keo back on the Tracer, right in your face. You have the Brawl comp coming in, /dive, you really want to think about it. And that should be it. One tick is all you need. One tick is all you need. Fall in love with me. They just wander around. Nice job for the Sirens.
I'm not too sure what this is best of, in full transparency.
Oh, it's first to 3 Swiss tournament.
Okay,
so
cool.
Next map is do or die, as far as I'm aware.
I believe so, and oh man, this was just a dominating fashion coming in from Simon. Here comes Lexapro saying that Q2 is not the only DPS that can show up and show out, and Lexapro is really impressed me on that map.
Absolutely, Lexapro was the one. I think we gotta give a big shout out to both Lexapro and Sapphire. I think both players were playing their role so well. Sapphire on the Ana getting amazing sleeps, almost every single sleep as well. Oh, love the playback of Layla getting these little plays as well. But again, Ana getting all these sleeps, getting perfect nades, getting the opportunities they need to shut down factors like Ramacho annihilation, things like that. And again, Lexapro, we saw enough. We saw the top right corner. We saw the cameras. We saw the everything. Phenomenal Hanzo gameplay, phenomenal survivability, just phenomenal aiming, everything. Truly everything was just doing so well.
Yeah, I think that one of the issues that Tokki players really have is that they're struggling to work cohesively at this moment in time. I think that's, I don't want to say that's obvious, but I want to say that that's apparent because evidence says that they have not used their abilities in a team-oriented manner, or the ultimate is the most important part of Overwatch in an oriented manner. So when you think about it from that perspective, it's just really hard to win against a team like Siren, who has great DPSs like Q2 and Lexapro. It's hard.
Absolutely, and I think again, if you want to continue on about things they could have done better, I think Zooey on the tank is maybe again overextending a little bit too often, rushing in without the backup of their supports and the backline being harassed most of the time, right? So, I think that if we were able to stay a little bit closer together, really coordinate our plan of attack and execute it well, they are chef's kiss. They are golden, truly golden. But unfortunately, until then, we are going to a game 3. We're going to a map 3. I'm sorry, and it really could go either way. As far as I'm aware, it looks like we're going over to Circuit Royale, an escort map. My personal favorite. Very, very long sight lines. You have the Sigma dominates here. Please, could go either way. Likewise,
I also think that Circuit Royale is probably the best map that the Overwatch 2 devs made, post Widow nerf, because before Widowmaker got nerfed, you can do anything on any long side lined map. Whew, I said that at the first time. You can do anything on maps like Circuit Royale, Junkertown, maps like that. But design wise, Circuit Royale is probably the best one. Having the payload be an F1 race car, whoever designed that needs to get a raise yesterday.
Absolutely agree. I believe the other choice included Eichenwald, and personally, that's my baby. I love Eichenwald. I think it's just very straightforward. But you know what? I understand why you don't want to do with the with anything. Not Eichenwald. Why am I lying to everybody here? I'm saying Eichenwald.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
You're so real for that. My Kokash is so real for that. Please.
I was about to say, wait a minute. Are you talking about last map?
Yeah, the escort map. No, I'm kidding.
Oh wait a minute.
Okay, so I actually meant either Shambali or Dorado. Dorado is also one of my favorites. I can't lie. I think all the escort maps are some of my favorites. Shambali being my number 1, but Circuit Royale, like you said, is so nicely made. Again, long sight lines. It's really gonna be a good map for especially Lexapro, the way they've been playing on the Hanzo today. It's gonna be really difficult to deal with Lexapro especially. Now, we did see both tanks at some point go Sigma, so we should be seeing hopefully a Sigma game plan going on here, and hopefully we go see right now. Hopefully I'm right. I'm right on one. Okay. Yeah.
You're right on both. Let's go. Let's go.
I know what I'm talking about. And you see the Widow, you see the Hanzo on both ends. The Ana dominates so well. I mean, you see the DPS support gang we're seeing on Siren side as well. I love these compositions already. Never run on the Junkrat. We did see that quick switch at the very end of map 2, but I would really want to see what Nevermore is going to do with the Junkrat.
Yeah, a very unique pick. I would love to see what they're gonna do with it as well. But I love the Hanzo on both sides because Kito's gonna have to really put in the damage for what to make it to be really effective and efficient.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, already starting right off the bat, you already see the dominance that Widow Sigma, both sniper DPSs and Sigma have on this map. The long poke range is gonna be who can outpoke the other truly, and it's kind of even right now. You're seeing Kito try to get some couple of picks, getting real low there, having to reach with the grapple to the further, more to the backside, but still pretty much even. No picks quite yet. Oh no, I just said that. There goes Marmoris. Yeah, always happens.
Off the Raven, Nevermore goes back to spawn, and I'm not gonna be too critical about it, but Nevermore I've realized has been one of the first picks when the fight goes on, and I hope I'm wrong when I say that, because I don't want to pick on a particular player, but I don't think Junkrat is personally the move here. Oh, Nevermore goes down again. Oh no.
I think Junkrat is a little bit of an odd choice here, but we get the res off regardless. In this comp specifically, Junkrat can really, really pressurize the back line with just spamming, primary fire, get Widow out of there, get Hanzo to move, and it kind of works out. Stargaze taking out both DPSs in quick succession with the Mercy damage boost to boot as well. You love to see some damage boost action for the DPSs.
Stargaze is able to open up the door for Tokki Palace to just go on it and achieve the first point of this map. The first point does come out, but I don't think he's able to come on in and go through with full effect. His first point is not fully capped yet. Graffiti Flux for Zui, but is not able to go through as well. Both Graffiti Fluxes are in the wind, in the air. How ironic! Zui is able to put down Layla, but Kito's able to adventure and come right back, and the point is not going to be capped yet for Tokki.
I saw what Zui was going for, like the Graffiti Flux, missed it, decided to use that momentum to just kind of levitate to the back line and bully Layla for a second there. But again, you're in the back line of a team of at least 4 people. You're by yourselves, your team is being pushed back, and that's where the Sirens were able to kind of really shift the gear in their favor, really return the tide of battle to them. Now we're fighting on the payload that you're defending. We are literally, I believe, like 5 or 6 meters away from the point. Now, can Tokki Pilot take this? Well, that's the Dragon Strike right on point, having to force the area clear and taking care of Sapphire Siren. Unfortunately, Layla having to pop the Transcendence to keep their team alive a little bit longer.
Percentage doesn't need to go down, and Bob is gonna keep on shooting, and Layla's able to get some picks as well, and this is going from bad to worse on the side of Tokki Palace. Double nickel on the time left.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do have less than a minute left for the Tokki Palace to at least hit it to objective A, right? But I'm not sure it's gonna be able to happen. We are seeing a really nice game plan settled by the Sirens, as this Sigma. Beautiful positioning here, using the shield against that cover, that corner, to get the off angle as well for the for the bouncy ricochet thing of the weird mechanic of Sigma's primary fire. Now Resending, no. Love the supports all from the back line, taking care of the DPSs there. Electric Pro once again popping off against the Stargaze on the other side.
Oh, Riptide doesn't even go out, but it's not able to get the kill onto Ruck, and that's just so unfortunate. An ultimate was invested, but an ultimate is probably going to crash. The ultimate's going to crash and burn. Alexapro is able to get 2 more, and Leila's going to join in on the fun as well. And there's 1 second left of it, and that's all. That's all it. Marmoris Esports just needs to go up and basically go right before the map cap.
Yep, exactly. All they gotta do is go to objective A, and that is really gonna be game. Now, is this possible? Yes, I have literally defended right where that cart is before. It is so difficult. It was sweaty. It was hard, and it's going to be difficult for the Tokki pilots to take it back and defend right against that objective on the back, right against their backside. But it's possible. They can do it. Now, what can kind of, take out a pro comp? Go dive. You seeing, Layla. Okay, my bad. Instead of Layla, we are just seeing Zenyatta on the back end. You kind of take care of them with the Winston and get them out of there. Like, boom, get out of here. And it would work really nicely, but I'm seeing a kind of brawlish. I'm seeing a mix of all three, actually. We got the brawl from Ryan, we got the dive from Tracer, we got the whatever you want with Hanzo. I see.
Yeah, Hanzo can just fit into any fit into any matchup. It's so disgusting.
He's so real for
but
that.
at the same time, if you're not good at Hanzo, man, you better use this as ever.
Okay,
but I digress.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm about to get like 10 Hanzo mains in the chat saying like, no, I gotta aim. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I promise. I promise. I promise. All right, they are starting off already. Loving the high ground here that Tokki is playing as well. Oh man, it's gonna be really difficult. I do like to switch to Sigma instead. Again, Circuit Royale really does favor Sigma so well, but how far can this take you?
About as far as they're willing to go. Ooh, Lexapro taking out Stargaze, that is gonna potentially start spelling the end. Boy, Tokki Palace, they're able to dive onto Casey Honeycrisp and just put on more pressure. Ooh, Keto gets trapped, and that's gonna not be bad news. But thankfully my boy Siren is able to keep on going on. Lexapro is able to just get more and more.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I see Keto about to go bully the Ana over there, but regardless, it doesn't matter. I kind of saw what Nevermore's Junkrat come to the vision come true on that high ground, but unfortunately, with you by yourself going on to point for only 2 meters, 1 meter, and that is it. Layla down for the count. I'm not even sure that was Layla. I'm just gonna say that was Layla. It was Layla. Oh no, it wasn't Layla. That's Layla. Oh, Layla!
Hey, and Layla gets to play the game. Let's
go. No, again, really good stuff from these Sirens, playing so coordinated, so well as just to boot. And on a map that really favored their composition, it worked so good. I'm so glad they went poke. I'm so glad they went poke.
Right.
I was gonna sound crazy if they didn't go poke. They went like brawl.
Nah, you must be like a prophet or something, like the Sigma skin. Ironically enough, you might be some type of prophet. No, I don't think that there's anything particularly wrong with what Tokki pilots were trying to do. It was unique. It was fun, and I'm always those two things will always get 2 thumbs up for me. However, I just think that my Marmoris Esports Simons had A, the better DPSs, which is okay, that's fine, and B, I think was just a better team.
Yeah, I think they just played really phenomenally today. Tokki pilots, they had their moments, especially in the first map on Nepal, right, where they were really coordinated, they were really together, they had good game plans and executed them very well. But I think as it went on, Sirens got their footing, they got their team competitions going ready, they had a really strong foundation with a phenomenal tank. It just worked out so well for them, I think. And
Right.
today was just a really good day for the Sirens, and Tokki played very well regardless.
I think my personal MVP for this match was probably Lexapro. The last 2 maps, he really did like show out and showed up. And when it came to just providing picks for his team to just push on in and do their thing, or even Lexapro just keep on doing what he's doing.
Yes, I completely 110% agree with you. Lexapro, the MVP, playing so well at the Hanzo. Great movement, great survivability, great picks as well. And of course, I also want to give a shout out to Sapphire on the Ana, especially on defense for Midtown. Oh my gosh, the sleeps! I already said it. The sleeps
Right.
were incredible. The anti nades, which is great. But I'm also like a support main, so I'm always gonna like look at the supports and be like, you know what? You popping off. Now, speaking of popping off, we gotta hop off in a little bit. But before we do that, we do have to tell you guys about the Sunday stream happening this Sunday, July 9th at 8 p.m. so far. Between the Valhalla, the SCL Valhallas versus the Mouse Keeters. Same production, same stream, but it will happen on Sunday nights with some beautiful casters and some production, and of course some great observers as well. So please tune into that on Sunday. We'll always give updates when that happens, but don't forget about it.
I gotta chip in real quick. I think that's Mouseketeers, not like mouse kitties, not musketeers, like musket,
Oh,
whatever. We gotta sign
like
off. Thank
Mouse
you guys.
Tool, like
Yeah,
Mickey Mouse.
yeah, I think so.
Oh man.
I think so. Anyway, didn't give us a pronunciation thing, but anyway, we gotta sign off now. Thank you guys so much for watching. You mind signing us off?
Of course. No, both Layla's in the chat. GG's, Layla 1 and 2. And again, congratulations to Marmoris, Siren for winning today. May the best Layla win and may the best team win. And Siren did with a 3-0 victory. Have a great night, everybody. Please tune into Sunday stream at 8 o'clock p.m. Bye bye.